Hi everyone, I'm here today with another problem to break down for you guys. Today it's going to be problem number 4 here. So the problem is x equals minus 2 is one of the roots of the equation x to the third plus x squared minus 22x minus 40 equals 0. What are the other two roots? Alright, well, I think the easiest way to get to the solution here would be to simply plug in the values as they're shown here for the answers. So basically, you just plug them in and check to see if they actually solve the equation. So let's check minus 5. To the third. Plus 5 squared. Oh, sorry. Alright, well, minus 5 is not the answer. So now that eliminates A and B, so alright, let's try 5. Hey, that's the answer. So that means C's the answer, because that's the only 5 without a negative 5. But that just won't cut it for some tests that you might have to take. So now we break down the more difficult process for how to actually get to this solution. Alrighty, so I know everybody's a big fan of long division. But yeah, that's what you got to use to really get the solution here. It's probably the easiest way, even though it's not the most loved way. So to begin, this is our equation here. So the first step would be to simplify the equation so the quadratic equation can be used. So the quadratic equation form is a times x squared plus b times x plus c equals 0. And the quadratic formula is as shown here. Now, since we're given that x equals negative 2 for one of the roots, algebraic long division can be used to simplify the equation to a quadratic equation. So that's what's done here. Firstly, you just move the equation around so that you get the appropriate value here so that you can do the long division with the right term. And then you put in the equation that we start with here to do the division with. So I've done this a little bit differently than you might have seen before. It's all the same, but so we're solving for A, B, and C for the long division. So I've broken those out here, and then this is a process that follows. So to solve for A, the first thing you want to do is take the first value here for the equation and divide it by the x term that we're doing the long division with. Gets a little more complicated if you have x squared plus x plus 2 going on here, but that's not necessary to solve this here. So to get a, you do x to the third divided by x equals x squared. And you take that value, you take the negative of that value and multiply it by the division term. So once you do that, you subtract it. You add this to this up here. So this plus this gives you negative x squared. Then you go on ahead, or I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Let me rephrase that. So yeah, this whole piece here plus this piece here gives you negative x squared. So negative x squared times 2 equals negative 2x squared. So x squared plus negative 2x squared equals negative x squared. Then you drop down the next term and create the values here. So negative x squared minus 22x is here. So the next step would be to get b. So you take negative x squared and you divide by the x term here, which gives you negative x. So once again, you take that value, multiply it to the division term here, or the negative of that value, you multiply it to the division term here. And you sum these two up here, which gives you negative 20 times x. So you just roll this down and you rinse and repeat. And that gives you the c value, which is negative 20. So a plus b plus c equals x squared minus x minus 20. Now the second step would be to use the quadratic equation to find the remaining two roots. So for the quadratic formula, your a value is 1. That would be right here. B equals negative 1. And c equals negative 20. Then you just plug it in and solve. And you can use that for your calculation there. End result is negative 4 and 5, which is what we got with C from the powering way, to power through it. So another way to get this solution would be to use the calculator. So you can actually use this to solve a equation with x to the 3 as one of the values. There's actually a formula, like the quadratic formula for this longer version here, but I don't want to get into that right now. So basically you pick that polynomial solver here, number 2, and then you plug in your value for a, which is 1 in this case, and b is also 1, c is negative 22, and d is negative 40. So then you just click solve. And you wait patiently, and it's going to give you the solutions. One of the solutions is 5, one of the solutions is negative 4, and one of the other solutions is negative 2. And voila, that is your answer. That's probably the easiest way. But yeah, I hope that helped you guys understand how to get the solution from that type of a problem. Yeah, looking forward to the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.